Hey everyone, welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. If you've just walked out of Predator Badlands and your brain's still fried from that ending, you're not alone. Fans everywhere are already demanding answers about what happens next, and honestly, there's a lot to talk about. From sequel hints to wild fan theories, from Marvel comic connections to possible alien crossovers. This is everything we know, everything teased, and everything we're predicting about Predator Badlands 2. Smash that like button if you're hyped, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive straight in.
You're hunting something.
The Predator franchise is back on top. Let's start with the obvious. Predator Badlands isn't just good, it's a massive success. As of today, November 12th, 2025, it's dominating box offices in over 40 countries, including the US, Italy, Spain, and Japan. The film opened to $37 million domestically, second only to Alien vs. Predator back in 2004, and is now tracking toward a $250 million global run. With that kind of money and a 96% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, this movie has officially revived the Predator franchise. Critics are calling it the best since the original, and director Dan Trachtenberg just keeps proving that Prey wasn't a fluke. So naturally, the question on everyone's mind is, will there be a Badlands 2? The short answer? Nothing's officially greenlit yet, but if you've been following Trachtenberg's interviews, you know the long answer is basically, yes, it's happening.
So this is your first hunt.
The ending isn't the conclusion, it's a presumption. That's what Trachtenberg said in a recent Empire magazine interview. Translation, he's teasing a sequel without outright saying it. The end of Badlands doesn't tie things up neatly. It opens new doors. Dek, the main predator we follow, doesn't die. Thea, his android companion, doesn't get destroyed. Instead, the two fly off into space together, ending up on a massive Yautja mothership. That's not closure. That's a setup. Trachtenberg even admitted Badlands was designed to be self-contained but expandable, the kind of movie that could kickstart a larger arc. And with 20th Century Studios apparently working on multiple Predator projects under his creative guidance, it's clear they're building something much bigger than a one-off adventure.
Come the hunter.
The comic that connects it all. Just today, Marvel dropped Predator Badlands Bloodlines, a new tie-in comic written by the same team that did Prey, Nara's Journey. This isn't just a random side story, it's official canon. The comic explores Dek's origins and the civil war within his clan that forced him into exile long before the events of Badlands. Here's the kicker. It ends with a transmission from Earth showing humans reverse engineering Predator tech. That means after Badlands, humanity is starting to catch up. The seeds of the next story are already planted. It's the same kind of setup Marvel used between Prey and Badlands, and it strongly suggests Badlands 2 will pick up right where this comic leaves off. What's next for Dek and Thea? Dek isn't your standard predator. He's not just another faceless hunter obsessed with trophies. He's impulsive, emotional, and deeply conflicted. Throughout Badlands, he breaks every rule of the Yautja honor code, spares humans, questions authority, and even allies himself with Thea, a being his kind considers inferior. By the end of the film, he's branded a traitor. That sets up a perfect foundation for Badlands 2. Theory 1. Exile and redemption. Dek and Thea could be on the run from a Yautja death squad, hunted across galaxies while trying to clear his name. Imagine The Mandalorian meets Predator, where Dek and Thea must navigate alien worlds while being tracked by elite hunters loyal to the old ways. This would give fans their first real deep dive into Predator culture, its politics, hierarchies, and inner conflicts. Imagine seeing Yautja cities, clans, in a civil war tearing them apart. That's the kind of story that could redefine the franchise and turn Dek into one of the most complex predators we've ever seen.
Trying to kill you.
Thea, the heart of the sequel. Thea's character is quietly one of the most fascinating in the entire Predator universe. She's an AI built by Weyland-Yutani. Yes, that Weyland-Yutani, captured and reprogrammed by the Predators. Throughout Badlands, she evolves from a subservient machine to an independent thinker. She starts showing emotion, questioning orders, and ultimately making her own choices. Her line, "I was built to serve, but I choose to follow," feels like a mission statement for her arc moving forward. In Badlands 2, Thea could face an identity crisis, torn between her loyalty to Dek and the pull of her human creators. She might even become a bridge between two species, representing what could happen if humanity and the Yautja stopped killing each other and started understanding each other. Some fans even think Thea will upload her consciousness into a predator body, a full merging of human technology and alien biology. It sounds crazy, but in this universe, that's exactly the kind of twist that could work.
Well, good luck with your journey.
The Weyland-Yutani connection. Now, let's talk about the biggest crossover tease, Weyland-Yutani. Their logo is all over Thea's body. They're the line where a human scientist says, "We're not the first species they've hunted." There's even a xenomorph skull in one of the background shots. These aren't coincidences. Trachtenberg has been asked about an Alien versus Predator crossover a dozen times, and while he's being careful to not overpromise, he hasn't denied it either. His words, "Crossover should feel elegant, not forced." That's exactly what's happening here. Alien Romulus takes place around the same future era as Badlands, and both are under the same studio banner. Alien Earth Season 2 is currently filming, and its storyline about Weyland-Yutani experimenting with hybrid species could easily intersect with the events of Badlands 2. The leading fan theory? Badlands 2 ends with Dek and Thea crash landing on a Weyland-Yutani colony, one already overrun with xenomorphs. That would force Dek to become a different kind of hunter, one who hunts the hunters themselves. Imagine a predator going up against an army of xenomorphs alongside humans. It's poetic, brutal, and perfectly cinematic. And yes, people are already predicting the arrival of a Predalean hybrid again. Trachtenberg's too smart to repeat what's been done, but he might find a fresh way to revisit the idea. Building a Predator universe. According to industry insiders, Trachtenberg has quietly become the creative architect for all upcoming Predator projects. There's another Predator movie rumored to be in development. Some say Prey 2, set during World War II. Others claim it's a separate standalone story, but Trachtenberg is attached as a producer on all of them. Basically, he's doing what Jon Favreau did for The Mandalorian, rebuilding the mythos piece by piece. That brings us to another intriguing theory, a shared universe team-up. Imagine Naru from Prey, wielding her captured predator tech in the 1700s. Imagine Dutch from the original film surviving in cryo or as a cybernetic hybrid. Imagine Dek and Thea in the far future. Now, picture them all drawn together by a single ancient artifact or rift in space-time, something that connects hunters across centuries. It sounds wild, but it's exactly the kind of Avengers-style event Trachtenberg hinted at in interviews. He said he's interested in legacy, not just survival. That's a huge clue.
The definitive apex predators. I could help you.
Now, Hollywood doesn't greenlight passion, it greenlights profits. Badlands reportedly cost around $90 million to make, and in just under a week, it's already hit $150 million worldwide. If it crosses $250 million, which projections say it will, Disney and 20th Century Studios will absolutely fast-track a sequel. Expect an official announcement by early 2026, production by late 2026, and a release window around 2028. And since Disney owns both Alien and Predator, it's only a matter of time before these universes officially collide again, but this time under Trachtenberg's creative vision. Fan theories that are breaking the internet. Let's run through some of the wildest and surprisingly believable fan theories floating around X and Reddit right now. Dek starts a revolution on the Predator homeworld, overthrowing the old ruling clan. Thea uploads her AI into a Predator body, merging organic and synthetic intelligence. Elle Fanning's character, Mira, is alive, preserved in cryostasis for future experiments. The xenomorph skull isn't a skull, it's an egg, hinting at a hybrid species awakening. Arnold Schwarzenegger returns as an aged Dutch, genetically enhanced with predator DNA. Most of these are probably pure fan fiction, but you have to admit, they sound awesome.
Swan zo ijet, det jet you light.
What we think will actually happen? Here's our prediction. At CinemaCon 2026, Predator Badlands 2 is officially announced. Dan Trachtenberg returns to direct, Elle Fanning surprises everyone with her return, and the movie is titled Predator Exile. This time, it's rated R. The story unfolds on the Predator homeworld, where Dek is forced to fight in the brutal trials to regain his honor, while Thea unravels a conspiracy linking her creators to the Yautja Civil War. By the third act, they uncover a hidden human colony experimenting on captured predators, and the final moments tease the arrival of a xenomorph queen. If Badlands was about breaking the cycle, Exiled would be about rebuilding identity. That's the emotional thread Trachtenberg loves to pull. Characters who rebel against tradition to redefine what honor means. The secret weapon, the Marvel connection. Don't underestimate Predator Badlands Bloodlines. Marvel's tie-in comics have been laying the groundwork for something big. In the final pages, Dek's brother Kyle receives a mission to retrieve Thea's AI core from Earth. That's the cliffhanger. That's the spark of the next movie. It's the kind of storytelling synergy we've seen in Star Wars and the MCU. Stories across different media converging into one major event.
The ones of violence.
The hunt continues. So what does all this mean? Predator Badlands 2 isn't a question of if, it's when. The franchise has momentum, the creative team is locked in, and the fan base is more alive than it's been in decades. Dan Trachtenberg has done what few thought possible. He's given the Predator mythology heart, depth, and future potential. Whether it's a civil war, an alien crossover, or a multiverse hunt across time, one thing's certain: the Yautja are back, and they're not going anywhere. Our nerdy thoughts. What do you think Badlands 2 should focus on? Do you want to see a full-on Predator civil war? Should xenomorphs finally make their comeback? Or maybe you're rooting for Naru, Dutch, Dek, and Thea to team up in one insane crossover. Drop your thoughts below. I read every single comment. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. We're doing weekly Predator updates until we get that Badlands 2 trailer. Next up, every hidden Easter egg in Predator Badlands you missed. This is Nerdy Show signing off. Hunt or be hunted. Peace.
No,
what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.